Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever in the world you are tuning in from. Greetings and the brightest of blessings to you. It has been a long old time since I've done an Instagram live. My heart's actually fluttering a little bit, which is really funny. I used to do these all the time, and I'm feeling really called to do a video for you today out of nowhere, and at the moment I'm getting so many signs and synchronicities and pushes from the universe to expand and to try new things, or try old things again, to really step up and be more of service to the world, as I'm sure we are all being at the moment. Hello everyone jumping on, lush to see you. Say hello please if you are jumping on. So yeah, I thought I would go with my nudge and jump on here and do a tarot reading for the collective. I'm also happy to answer any questions that any of you might have about any of the work that I do, or generally what you are experiencing at the moment. Again, you know, I've got 19 years experience in the spiritual well-being world. I'm a channel, guide, medium, teacher, and I like to assist people on their spiritual awakening journeys, their psychic exploration journeys, and with their healing pathway as well. So anything that I can do to be of assistance or be of service, please just drop your questions in the comments and I would love to answer them for you to the best of my ability. So lovely to see you, everyone who's jumping on. Thank you so much. Bryony, I see you. Who else is here? I can't see anyone else. But yeah, lush to have you on. Right, so I'm going to do a tarot reading for the collective. The energy has been very topsy-turvy, upside down. We were having a lot of strange, I think, awarenesses, if that is even the appropriate word. A lot of things bubbling up, a lot of strong intuitive senses coming forward. There's a lot of diving deep into the shadow, a lot of things being kind of churned up and stirred up, and really I think redirection is the word that's coming in. There's been a lot of redirection coming in for people. In my mind's eye I'm being shown traffic lights like blinking on and off, like this feeling of needing to stop, needing to, and it's winter energy anyway, right? It's all about hibernation, but there's this need to stop and almost like check all the dials, check all of the buttons, all the right things are lined up for you. There's a recalibration going on, I feel. Things becoming clearer, and perhaps a change in direction. Yeah, redirection for a lot of people is what I'm seeing being shown. Let's see what the cards have to say, shall we? And if you are just tuning in, we are doing a tarot reading for the collective to just help guide people, uplift, inspire people where they are on their journey at the moment. Hopefully give them some strength, some upliftment and encouragement. Okay. Let's have a look. Queen of Coins. I love this. So this is very, I know it's very shiny. Can you see? So we've got the Queen of Coins, also known as the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And like I was saying about being in the car, stopped at traffic lights, assessing the dials and the buttons and everything is set to the right position. Everything is as you want it to go. The Queen of Coins is reflective of that. The Queen of Coins is someone who is in charge of a certain aspect of their journey, okay? Someone that's really tuning into their intuition, really tapping into that divine feminine energy, that Shakti rising energy, to feel their way through situations. So this is a card to illuminate the fact that it's time to get out of your head and into your heart. Stop overthinking and start feeling. You know, I said earlier about more awareness coming in, and our psychic senses, our natural intuition, our natural knowing is going to be turning up in volume. So it's time to start trusting that and getting out of your own way, so you're not over analyzing, you're not second guessing, you're not allowing your negative self-talk to trip you up and trip you over. Okay, this is really an opening and expanding. Now, coins are pentacles, as I said, in other tarot decks, reflected in this deck as coins. And pentacles, they are to do with the material world, okay? And what I mean by that is the physical world around you. They are to do with prosperity and abundance, but that doesn't necessarily mean financially, although in some cases it can do. And this card can be reflective of you actually taking more of a driver's seat in terms of how you get income, how you receive money. So if you are on a spiritual path or a healing path, you're going to be more intuitively driven. Okay, so if you are getting nudges and inklings to go in a certain direction and follow a certain path, this is absolutely what you need to be doing. Okay, so listen to those nudges, quiet your mind and listen to what you're being drawn to do. The inspiration will come to you, I assure you. It's waiting there. The seed is waiting to be planted. And if the seed is already planted and you keep panicking about finances, and I know this is, you know, finances is root chakra stuff, right? It's survival. It's what we really, it's so easy to be fearful around lack, and worry about where our finances are going to come from. And this card, being the Queen of Coins, it's about, right, well, now's the time to step into your power, step into the person that you incarnated to be. I don't know if any of you saw the carousel that I posted earlier. A lot of them were about stepping into your power, into your purpose. A lot of this information is coming into the collective. It's definitely coming into my awareness, and we incarnated now for a reason. If you're getting guided and nudged from one means of income towards another, it's divinely timed. Okay, so if you feel that there is a mission that you incarnated for, you will not be abandoned. Your financial needs will absolutely be met, you know, for you to serve, to be served as you served, to be in service to, if you are here to be in service to humanity, you're not going to be dropped and abandoned and left to starve to death and not be able to pay your bills. Okay, that's not what our pathway is about. Okay, thank you so much for the comments, come in. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Jenny. I'm so glad that you feel this too. It really, really resonates with me, this, that, you know, we are being guided to our purpose. We are being guided to the people, the places, the things that are going to really help us show up and serve, show up and shine. You know, there is this clearing going on at the moment for so many of us, the gift of Mercury retrograde, right, which is showing the last bits of shadow, showing the last bits of fear, showing our last weak spots and cracks and chinks in our armor, so we can clear it. We can get rid of whatever that weed is in our garden that's going to strangle this from growing. Okay, so trust, absolutely trust that. I'm going to show you this card again for people that are tuning in. Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I love your page, by the way, and I love so much of what you post. So thank you so much for jumping on here. I really appreciate that. And I love so much that you said about the heart chakra energy, because there's so much of that coming from this card as well. So much of it. And the fact that this here is over her throat. Okay, we need to speak with compassion. We need to speak our truth. We need to speak what we came here to say. Okay, and I think I'm seeing this big sort of holding hands happening right now. You know, over the last few years, I've shared often about, you know, speaking your truth even if your voice shakes. And I think there's so many of us now stepping into our power, speaking from our heart chakra, you know, connecting with our soul, and just offering what it is that's coming in for us. There's so many of us now that we can stand up knowing that we're not standing up alone, that we've got this huge community of light workers and star seeds and healers and channelers and other people here with the same mission. So we're not standing up on the parapet alone. We have strength in numbers. So it's time to stop worrying about what other people are thinking. Stop playing it small. Stop guarding your heart and worrying about the damage that's going to come in, what words are going to be spoken against you, okay? Because that is past. The time for that is over. We're here to make a change, to make a radical impact. My word for this year, that I started, writing down on my journals at the beginning of the year was a radical impact. And there were big periods of this year where I was so deep in the dark that I couldn't, it didn't even enter my awareness. But as I'm climbing back out and stepping back out, that word is coming back in, that radical impact is coming back in. And I think for all of us who are willing to be brave and to shine our light, the impact is going to be radical, and it is going to ripple out in ways that we can't even imagine, that we can't even fathom at the moment, across dimensions, timelines. So step into that energy. Know that it is there for you to step into. That field of energy is there. So, it's for all of us. And the fact that there is so much gold in this card, as well as the green for the heart chakra, for me it is that divine support is there. It's unwavering. So we can connect into that gold source energy, that gold source light, through our own connection, and also for our guides, inspirers, helpers, allies, galactic energies, elemental energies, dragon energies, spirit energies, angelic energies. They are all here standing behind us to hold us firm, like those people in the corner, in boxing matches where we've got the boxers have got their team in the corner, like spraying them with water, rubbing the sweat off the brow with a towel. Like, we've got these teammates around us, so we need to lean in to them. There are countless beings willing us to succeed, willing us to step up and be brave. So I turned the lights in my kitchen to green just before this live and thought of heart chakra. See, we're all tapped in. We're all tuned in to the same energy, to the same frequency. And I love that a couple of you have mentioned it. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. So that's the message. That's the message. Live from your heart, lean into source, trust your intuition, follow the leads, follow the ideas, follow those breadcrumbs, okay? Because now is the time. I'm going to pull another card, I think. One just doesn't seem to be... I want to keep going. Please, if anyone has any questions, drop them in. It took me a couple of minutes to warm up, but I really feel like I'm in the flow and I'm here. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. It's my favourite. Tarot is my favourite. Bringing wisdom and support to help others is my favourite. So it's so exciting to be here. So exciting to be here. Right, what's our next card? Let's see. Okay. We've got the 9 of Cups. But it did come out reverse, okay? So I don't know if you can see, that's a better angle, isn't it? So we had the 9 of Cups reversed. Now this came out the other day. I'm sure it did in a tarot reading I did somewhere. Maybe it was with my Patreons. Now cups are all to do with our emotions and relationships, okay? And the fact that this card came out reversed, so this is a very fruitful card. It's about, a cup runneth over, things come into fruition, abundance again. But the fact that it's reversed, it's as though there's something that we're not seeing. There's something that we're not acknowledging at the moment. There's perhaps relationships that are not being fulfilled, that are not bringing us that... what I'm seeing, what I'm being shown is, again, like the analogy, the symbolism that I saw a moment ago with the boxing ring and the team around them, okay? Now, if there's anyone in your life that are not being supportive in that way to you, that are not filling up your energy. What I could see was friends coming around with a big red blanket to wrap you up in this red blanket. Now we're going back to that red color, right, that we mentioned of the root chakra a minute ago when it came to that financial stability and safety. So if you've got friends in your life that are not there with that red blanket to help energize you, that help you to feel safe, that help you to feel energized and nurtured and ready to stand in your power, then you know, you don't need to be giving any energy to them anymore. And what I'm seeing, it's as though there's like a chain attached to this person's wrist. Being you, yourself, collectively, we are chained to perhaps people in our lives that are not the most nurturing and nourishing, supportive and helpful for us. But this chain is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's going to be easy for us to kind of let go of those relationships, those friendships, or even just that drain of energy. So sometimes it's impossible for us to remove people from our lives completely, but what we can do is put better boundaries in place so our energy isn't being drawn, being sucked away, you know. And I'm not saying it's extremes like energy vampires or what have you, but there's always going to be that, with some people, there's always going to be that thought in our mind of, oh, what are they thinking about us? Potentially, this is just what's popping in, so I'm trusting it. You know, there's that thought, oh, what are they going to think if they see that I'm doing this, for example, in the context of what we're talking about with the Queen of Coins. You know, what are they going to think about me? Again, it's, you don't have to, just because you have a thought, it doesn't make it true, you know. And again, it's time to stop playing it small or paying lip service to these people that don't want to see us shine our light. Again, about the post that I shared earlier, funny that this is coming in again, you know, we need to step into our power. The time is now for us to do that. We didn't incarnate to play it small, so why are you going to let other people's judgments hinder you? Because at the end of the day, you stepping into your power, it is going to be extremely triggering for some people, for people that are not brave enough to do it themselves, for people that you know, have got all of their own baggage, all of their healing work that they're not doing, all of the toxicity that's within them. They are going to be triggered by someone not giving a fuck about what other people think, and they are going to be triggered by this liberation that we feel. They're going to be triggered by us putting boundaries in place so they can't suck our energy anymore, you know. And so people are going to be triggered, and that's okay. You know, triggers, they are healing as well, because they show people where they need to heal, and whether on the healing path or not, that's not for you to worry about. That's not for you to care about, okay? So just a reminder of that not all our friendships, that not all our relationships are going to be healthy, that are going to be beneficial, that are going to come forward with us for the next chapter of our lives, okay? And that's okay. That's okay. And maybe people will come back round when they've done some evolving and growing and healing on their journey, and maybe they're not. You know, not all relationships are meant to last long term, and some of the relationships that we've had all our lives, perhaps, you know, they're not evolving with us, and that's okay too, because we've all got different parts to play in each other's lives. We've all got different experiences that we incarnated to experience, and we've all got our own pace at which we do things. So just, yeah, that, I feel like I need to say that. And as I'm glancing down at the card now, I'm really drawn to the stone in the middle of the peach, which is a seed, okay? And so you can plant these mental seeds with people and then go your separate way, protecting your energy. And when that seed germinates for them and their journey progresses a little bit, they'll think on what you said or the way you behaved, and it will be inspiring for them, and it will be a lesson for them and a wisdom experience for them that will then help them on their journey. They may come back into your life again, or they may be that, you know, a different influence then in other people's lives. Okay, so I hope that resonated. I hope that that makes sense. Really grateful for you all being here. Thank you so much. I am going to draw one more because I have to do these things in threes. Please let me know if you have any comments, any questions. Drop them drop them in the comments below. Okay, so I haven't done an Instagram live for, gosh, it's got to be well over a year, maybe even 2, and there's all these new features that I don't know what they are, so forgive me. I'm gonna have to like have a practice run and a play around a bit. Okay, what's interesting is that we have another 9. Okay, so for those people jumping on, hi Nadine, lush to have you on, my darling. Okay, so we've gone from the Queen of Coins, okay, standing into your power, trusting your intuition, allowing yourself to be divinely guided, whatever direction that takes you, speaking from the heart, from your soul, connecting with compassion for yourself and for others where they are on their journey, okay, understanding that everything is connected and interconnected, and you are being guided now to where you need to be. So trust that, be empowered in that, okay. And then we had the 9 of Cups, but it was reversed. So there's some changes in relationships, there's changes in dynamics around you and the way you see people in your life. 9 is a very spiritual number, it's a very powerful number of creation, it's the number of completion, it's the end of a cycle, okay. So things are about to change and shift as you begin the new chapter of your life. And we have 9 here again, so 9 of Wands. Now wands are to do with our journey, okay, our progress along our path. 9 being that spiritual number, that auspicious number, and it is the beginning or the end for a new beginning, a new chapter of your life to begin. Now this is about surrender and trust, and a lot of that trusting that divine feminine energy and connecting with that source energy, that intuitive, inspirational energy. A lot of that is trust, okay, but this is not from a place of lack. Like if you look at the character in this card, it's like he's surrendering everything he has. He's down on his knees, almost in a very giving all of his power away type position. And for me, this surrendering to the divine, it's not about that giving your power away. It's the exact opposite. It's standing in and stepping into your power. And that's so liberating and so freeing, and it brings about miracles. So when I say that, you know, you need to surrender to the divine, it's not about giving away your power, it's about fully trusting. It's about fully trusting that that source, God, spirit, the divine, whatever your label for it is, they have got you. It has got you 100%. And as soon as you, again, lean in, like I was saying earlier, as soon as you trust and you lean in, you are going to be swept forward on your pathway at an exhilarating, the word that's coming is at an exhilarating rate. So hold on, huge exciting things are going to happen for you on your pathway. You know, the rate at which you are going to meet the people, get to the places, see the things, the doors are going to be flying open wide for you. The connections are going to happen so quickly that it is going to blow your mind, and it's going to be so stunningly beautiful. I'm seeing like fireworks going off, people cheering, like rattles being spun around. There's this huge excitement bubbling and brewing, and I feel that it's not just in the physical world, but actually the, you know, our unseen helpers, the higher realms of consciousness. There's confetti being thrown, and there's this big excitement building there, as well as more of us lean in. They're getting excited that more of us are tuning in and able to hear and are trusting the nudges, following the breadcrumbs. You know, we're acknowledging them, and when we acknowledge them, they know that we've received what is being brought in, so they bring more and more and more, and it's so exciting. Jenny says, I can't even cope with the synchronicities. Yes, amazing. Too many to share here. I'll send a message, but I'm there with you in all these messages. That's amazing. I'm so excited, Jen. Now, so Jen at _creative_rebellion is a really, really good friend of mine. One of my besties. She's just one of the most beautiful souls in all the world. And the synchronicities that happen between us on our paths and on our journeys all the time is mind-blowing. So the fact that there's even more is even more mind-blowing in itself. You know, everyone needs a friend like Jenny. Everyone needs a friend that is resonating on the same frequency, that has the same goals. You know, you become like those you spend the most time with. And, you know, Jenny and I have a very similar mission on this earth, and we are working together to bring women together, to empower them on their journeys as well. And I know there's other people jumping on this feed that are working in the same way or on the same path, and you need to connect together with people with a similar mission to you to really help you become that queen of coins and to step into that power. So find your people. Now is the time, and you can only find your people if you speak from your heart and you speak the magic that you are experiencing out into the world. Stop playing it small. Stop hiding that light, because you are not going to find people that are going to help accelerate your path and accelerate the rate at which you travel along your path. You know, if you're not open about what that path is and what you're experiencing. Natasha says, wow, yeah, I'm so glad it resonates. Yeah, well, it's true. I mean every word of it. So Awen, indeed, Awen. So thank you everyone so much for joining. I could literally stay on here forever and ever and ever, but actually, you know, I think, you know, I've talked for long enough. If anyone does have any questions, please send me a direct message, as always. If you are interested in developing your own psychic awareness, exploring your psychic potential, if you want to learn more about tarot cards or any kind of psychic arts, I've got loads of workshops and events coming up here in South Wales. So yeah, just watch this space. And yeah, it's just been great. And I don't want to waffle on too much longer, so I'm going to go. But I'm so grateful. I love you all. Thanks for being here, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.